Coming up on FYI, are there too many fast food takeaways near schools? And are they affecting our health? You get your shout.
All there is like chicken and chip shops, fish and chip shops. I don't think there's a healthy option.
And the charity using art to help children in Gaza cope with living through war.
Today when we were drawing, I was so happy when I saw how happy the other kids were.
This is FYI, your weekly news show with the stories that matter to you.
Yeah, and this week we start with some pretty shocking news. According to new research, almost a quarter of children in England aged 10 to 11 are obese.
Obese means being so overweight that it's bad for your health. And childhood obesity is often caused by poor diet and lack of exercise.
Campaigners think that easy access to not so healthy fast food is one of the reasons that children are becoming obese, and they're calling for more healthy and affordable food options to be accessible.
One way some local councils have been trying to tackle children eating too much fast food is by introducing a policy that stops new hot food takeaways from opening within 400 metres of schools.
But the restaurant chain, KFC, has been fighting to block this policy, and they've reportedly succeeded in making lots of councils backtrack on their plans.
We got in touch with KFC to see what they had to say, and they told us, "We've shared concerns on draft policies that will make it almost impossible to open any new restaurants at all in the local area. We are in fact supportive of a responsible approach to schools. For example, we already have self-imposed restrictions on advertising near schools."
Well, we wanted to see what you guys made of this. Over to the FYI News Club at Southgate School.
Sometimes I eat fast food, but I try not to because I want to have like a balanced diet. Maybe if it's a Friday, we'll go and have fast food.
My friends eat fast food a lot because when we take the train, it's a long journey home. All there is like chicken and chip shops, fish and chip shops. I don't think there's a healthy option.
You shouldn't go there every day because of your health.
All the prices in like supermarkets are like increasing, and fast food is like a quick alternative.
Me personally, I prefer food that we make at home because I just think it's much healthier.
I reckon they should keep fast food restaurants nearby schools. If you're hungry off school, like you can go get some like chips or something.
If they open them near schools, they're going to have a lot more business and a lot more money, and they're going to get more profit from it as well. Like, so they're obviously going to point to that, like chicken and chips. It's an easy option and it's cheap and it's close.
Yeah, they'll get like a salad in the fast food place.
I know a lot of people that actually don't like what's in school, and there's some people that would go there after school every single day.
After school, I go to like the chip shop that's down the road, maybe like once a week. I like going because it's cheaper and they're actually quite nice, and I go with my friends as well. But I feel like you can keep yourself healthy as well by not going to these places, or like going doing exercise out of school as well.
Now for two out of this world stories. But are they fake news or fact?
Firstly, we spotted this video which has been in the news recently. It apparently shows an unidentified flying object, or UFO, flying over Sweden and has been viewed millions of times. But is the video real?
Or how about this photo that reports suggest is an unidentified object on the surface of Mars? Again, this has been very popular online, with some people joking it looks like a Martian bowling pin, others thinking it was a car wing mirror. But is the photo actually real?
Find out later whether these stories are fake news or fact. As well as possible fake news, another thing you should be aware of when online is scams. Apparently over 1,000 children and teenagers in the UK get scammed every month.
But how exactly do we spot online scams? Check out this clip from a new national campaign warning us of the ways that we could be scammed online.
I got this email yesterday. They've sent me a video of me at home. Like, how did they even take that? I'm not going to play the video because I am doing the most embarrassing dancing. I couldn't be a bigger ick if I tried. Then I remembered. The other day I saw a pop-up and I accepted, thinking it was just my usual video call. And after that, my laptop's webcam light would just randomly turn on when I wasn't using it. I thought it was broken. Some scammer was obviously watching me. It's terrifying. So my parents are going to take my laptop to an IT shop to stop them accessing.
Oh my gosh, I'd be so worried if something like that happened to me.
Yeah, I can't believe that happened.
So what do you do if you get scammed online? Well, we got hold of Rachel Barber-Mack from Media Smart to get some advice. Hi Rachel, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So if you clicked a pop-up online and someone managed to get a video of you doing something embarrassing, what can you do about it?
First of all, don't panic. There's plenty of people out there to help, and don't keep it to yourself. It is serious though, so definitely tell a trusted adult in your life, like your parents, grandparents or teacher, and they can report it.
So what are some of the other most common online scams out there, and what are your tips for spotting them?
Well, you might get a pop-up when you're online, say for a game or toy, offering it far, far cheaper than it should be. If you or your parents bought it, most likely it would never arrive, and this is what they call a shopping scam advert. And then there's spoofing. That's when a criminal contacts you pretending to be someone you know in order to get personal details from you. Question everything you see. If it looks and sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
That's some great advice, Rachel. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
Bye. Ever wish you could fly? Well, have a look at this. The first ever jet suit race hosted in Dubai.
The jet suits can reach up to 80 miles per hour. And although there was one crash, all the contenders finished the race safely.
Congratulations to jet suit pilot Isa Calfon from the UK, who won the race.
Oh my gosh, I'd love to have a go at that.
Yeah, that looks so cool.
Now, many of you took part in World Book Day this week, and it's not just about dressing up as our favourite characters. It's all about encouraging us to get reading.
FYI guest reporter Iara went along to a World Book Day event to meet one of the authors taking part and to find out why the day is so important.
Should we be reading more? I really enjoy reading, but did you know that almost 1 million children in the UK don't own a single book? To help this, World Book Day created their £1 book tokens, which children and young people can exchange for a number of selected books. I love reading because it takes me in my own world, because it's way more important than just playing on your phone.
Hassan lifts his hand and a yellow bubble of energy forms around him instantly.
And loads of top authors are getting involved too. I got to chat with Tola Okubu about why reading is so important.
As the author of your own book series, what does World Book Day mean to you?
I think books are so powerful. Books allow us to discover new worlds, new characters, gain knowledge. And so when a child discovers reading for pleasure, they access that power, and it's something they can use for the rest of their lives.
Today the kids here are getting to pick out their books, as well as getting involved with all the other activities, like creating costume pieces.
I love stories because when I read, I go on my own adventures. Did you always know that you were going to be an author?
The thought that I could be an author happened much later in life, wanting my children to love reading, but also to be able to read books where they could see characters that looked like them.
What could we do to help children enjoy reading more?
Children should be able to choose the books, and I think that's where they can find the excitement and the joy. I think when we take the pressure and the expectations away and just chase the joy and fun, then reading for pleasure becomes a lot easier. An initiative like this is so powerful and even maybe impacts the way that they see the world and what they do when they're grown.
Thanks, Yara. Now to the situation faced by the children living in Gaza, where the Israel-Hamas war still continues.
The war started in October, when the Palestinian militant group Hamas attacked Israel, killing over 1,200 people and taking others hostage.
Israel responded with airstrikes and an invasion into Gaza. For more information, you can head to our website.
The war has seen terrible casualties on both sides. It was recently reported that over 30,000 people have been killed in Gaza, with many homes and schools destroyed.
This week, the World Health Organization said children in Gaza are dying of starvation because there's not enough access to food and water.
We've got a special report from Tasneem and Ghazal, who had to flee their homes and are now living in Rafah with their families. They're being helped by a charity who uses art and play to support children who have experienced traumatic events like war. Here are their stories.
My name is Tasneem, and I'm 11 years old. I made a drawing. It was so much fun. We hung our drawings, and then we played for a while. It reminds me of playing with my friends and of my school.
I'm Gazel and I'm 12 years old. Today when we were drawing, I was so happy when I saw how happy the other kids were.
This kind of activities is very important to children so they can express themselves, trying to overcome the difficult situations that they went through during the war, especially after evacuating their homes and come to this area.
We left without my father. He stayed back in Gaza City with his mother and sisters. He stayed with his family because 2 of his siblings are sick. We found out that my father had been killed. He went to get flour and the whole place was bombed. His sister followed him and she was killed as well.
Tasneem is now being looked after by other family members in Rafah.
My father wanted me to study and grow up to be a doctor. These activities make me feel better, like my father is still here.
I wish we had this every day, so I can see everyone smiling. I miss the home I was forced to leave. I wish for the war to end, so we can go home.
Thanks to Tasneem and Gazel for that special report. Here on FYI, we love to hear about your stories.
Yeah, and this week we heard from 12-year-old Ryan, a table tennis champion who's got his sights set on being a future Olympic athlete. Here's his story.
Hi, my name is Ryan and I love playing table tennis for fitness, socialising and most importantly, keeping positive. Is that okay or was that a bit fast? I've been playing table tennis for 2.5 years. I started playing at my school and I think my mates got me into it as well, but my dad signed me up to this club and now I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and weekends if I'm not playing tournaments. I love this club more than you know. It's like a really accessible sport. You need a bat, a ball and a table and then you just play. Table tennis has helped me out with mental focus and resilience. It helps me focus in exams and in match play. My ranking is number 3 in England for under 13s and 14 in under 15s. My biggest achievement was in France, where I won gold playing for England. It felt superb and I called my dad and told him, "I've won gold, Dad, I've won gold." And it was just such a nice feeling.
Competing at this level requires huge amounts of training, but I get support from a charity called the Star Trust, who help young people achieve their goals.
With the help of the Star Trust and my club, they've given me the money and the support where I can get new kit, travel all over the world, and just keep getting better and better.
Start with your left hip. Yep. And sort of frisbee.
I like helping out with the kids at this club because I want them to have the same experience which I did when I developed. I think my main tip is to just keep focused and have fun. My goal is to take one step at a time, so Commonwealths, World Championships, and then the Olympics. Table tennis has taken me all across the world, and I get to do what I love. Booyah!
So did you guess which of these stories is fake news and which is fact?
The video of the unidentified flying object in Sweden is fake news. Although it's been viewed millions of times, it's actually a video created by a 16-year-old 3D artist using computer software.
Which means this photo of a mysterious object found on the surface of Mars is fact. NASA confirmed that it was taken by their Mars Curiosity rover, and it's simply a rock that has been blasted by Martian sandstorms over a long period of time, which created the smooth shapes. Looks a bit like a golf club.
No, more like an alien space shuttle.
A little bit. That's about it from us, but we've just got time to say a big congratulations to the singer Ray, who made history at the Brit Awards.
She took home a record-breaking 6 awards on the night, including Best Artist, Album and Songwriter of the Year.
Nice one, Ray. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.